Today we are starting the new modulo, that is the modulo 1, fundamentals of logic. Here we are first moving to the introduction part of the fundamentals of a logic. First we are moving to what is the logic. Here the logic is the science that which deals with the method of reasoning. So here the logic deals with the method of reasoning. Method of reasoning. So here the word logic is nothing but a science that deals with the method of reasoning. Here the reasoning will plays a very important role in every area of the knowledge. In particularly in mathematics, the method of reasoning plays a very important role. And here by the logical reasoning we can find the different ways of solving the problems. By the logic reasoning we can find the different ways of solving a problem. A symbolic language has been developed to express the principle of logic in a precise terms. Here the logic means it is just a symbolic language. So a symbolic language has been developed to express the principle of logic. So here logic expressed in terms of the language is called the symbolic language. Symbolic language. Here the symbolic logic. Here the logic will be expressed in such a language that is called the symbolic logic, that is also called a mathematical logic. Mathematical logic. And what are the applications of these logics, symbolic logics? So where we have using these symbolic languages, you can know that the symbolic language has many applications. That is in the first, switching circuits. That is also one of the application part of this language. And also the digital computers and other digital services, other digital devices. And you know the digital services like when you get the product, you can see the barcode of the product. That is also one of the symbolic language. So there is also the logic will be applied. So here mainly the introduction part is only logic means a method of reasoning. So here the reasoning method will be plays a very important role of in the mathematics. And the logic, by this logical reasoning we can find the different ways of solving the problems. And also a symbolic language has been developed to express the principle of logic in precise terms. So this logic expressed in such a language, those languages will be called symbolic logic and also the mathematical logic. So this symbolic logic has a different applications in the different places, that is the switching circuits, digital computers, and also the digital devices. Those are also come under the application part of the logics. So here the first topic I am taking, that is the propositions. So what are the propositions? Here consider I am writing some sentences here. First sentence that Bangalore is in Karnataka. Bangalore is in Karnataka. And also the one more sentence, 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. And taking one more sentence, 8 is a prime number. And I am taking the one more sentence, moon is a artificial satellite. Moon is a artificial satellite. Here you can observe the sentences here. Each of these sentences which can be definitely say that the statement given is either a true or false. See the first sentence, Bangalore is in Karnataka. Is the statement is true? And also come to the second one, 2 plus 5 equal to 7. 2 plus 5 equal to 7. Is it the equation is right? Means equation is a true equation. And come to the third one, 8 is a prime number. 8 is a prime number. So the given statement is false. So by this you can, by seeing the statements, those we can say that easily the given statements are either a true or false. Here you can easily say that the given first and second statement are true. Third and fourth statements are false. That is the meaning of the proposition. Here each of the above sentences is a statement which can be definitely be said to be either a true or false. So this kinds of the sentences will be called the propositions. So proposition is nothing but a proposition or a logical statement is a statement which in a given context is either a true or false, but not a both. Here the given statements, whatever, we can easily say that the given statement is either a true or false. That kind of the propositions or that kind of the statements will called a propositions. So there is all the statements are not a propositions. It should be noted that not all the sentences or statements are not a propositions. So for example, first one, do you know English? Do you know English? It is also one of the sentence or maybe a statement. So you can see here the sentence. We cannot say definitely, we cannot say the sentence one is a question pattern. It is a question pattern. Hence we cannot say that it is a proposition. So statement should be in that form. We can say that the given statement is true or false. Not other kind of the sentences will be called a propositions. So only those statements will be called the propositions. Those we can definitely say that the statement is true or false. So you can also consider one more sentence. Take 2 aspirins. Here the see the sentence. Take 2 aspirins means here the commanding proposition or statement will stay command. Sentence 2 is a command and the sentence 1 is a question. Hence these two statements will not be considered as a propositions. So I am once again repeating here. Proposition means the statements, by the seeing the statements we can say that the statement is either a true or false, but not a both. So those kinds of the sentences or the statements will be called the propositions, and not all the sentences will be called the propositions. In that some of the question pattern sentence which indicates the questions and the commanding sentences, those will not be considered as a propositions. So propositions is clearly states that the statement which in a given context is either a true or false, but not a both. So those kinds of the propositions or those kinds of the sentences will be called as a propositions. And here the propositions are usually denoted by the small letters such as a P, Q, R, S, T, so on. So like this we denote the propositions by the small letters, and also we check the truth or falsity of the propositions. So that is called the truth value. Means here the propositions are given. We verify the given statement is a true or false. The given statement is true or false. So that is called truth value. Finding the given statement is true or false, that is called the truth value. The truth or falsity of a proposition. The truth or falsity of a proposition. Truth or falsity of a proposition is called truth value. Truth value. So here you have an example. If a proposition is true, If a proposition is a true, we denote its truth value by the symbol. Here you can see that we have only the two choice. Either a proposition is true or either a proposition is false. That is called the truth values. True or false. That is, those are called the truth values of these statements. Suppose the given statement is true, then we denotes the truth value of the true by the symbol 1. And also, if the proposition is false, we denote it by 0. Now see here, Bangalore is in Karnataka. For example, I am taking the same example whatever here. Bangalore is in Karnataka. So I am taking this proposition by the symbol, by the letter P. P means Bangalore is in Karnataka. Bangalore is in Karnataka. Consider the statement as a P. So now we have to give the truth value for the statement P. The truth value of P is. The truth value of the P means, is the statement is a true or false. If it is true, then the value is 1. If it is false, then the value is 0. Here Bangalore is in Karnataka, the statement is true. If the statement is true, then the truth value is 1. Same as it is. 8 is a prime number. Consider the statement as a Q. 8 is a prime number. 8 is a prime number. So here 8 is a prime number. The truth value of Q is, the statement is false. If the statement is false, then the truth value is 0. So the truth or falsity of the proposition is called truth value. If the statement is true, then we use the symbol 1 to represent. And if the proposition is false, then we use the symbol 0 for the representation of the truth value. And here I am taking the two examples. So those will indicate what is the meaning of the truth value. If the statement is true, we indicate it by 1. If the statement is false, we indicate it by 0. So next we are discussing the topic, that is logical connectives. Logical connectives. So what is the logical connectives? Here a proposition, that is also called a new proposition. New propositions are obtained. New propositions are obtained by combining two or more propositions. Two or more propositions by using the phrases. You can also call the words. Those words are not, and, or, if, then, and also if and only if. Suppose we make new propositions, and those propositions are constructed or obtained by combining the two or more propositions by using the phrases not, and, or, if, then, and also if and only if. If these such a words or phrases are used to create or used to write down the new prepositions. So these phrases are called the connectives. These phrases are called the connectives. So these will be used to write the new prepositions by combining two or more prepositions. So these phrases are called the connectives. So whatever the new preposition obtained, the new preposition which is obtained by using the one or more of these connectives, a new preposition that is obtained by using these connectives will be called a compound preposition. A compound preposition. Compound preposition means a new preposition is obtained by using one or more of the connectives. That is called the compound preposition. Suppose the preposition is not a compound. Suppose a preposition is not a compound, then it is called simple preposition. Simple preposition. If the preposition is not a compound, then it is called simple preposition. And the preposition used in constructing the compound prepositions. Suppose the two prepositions are used to construct the compound prepositions. Those prepositions are called components. Components or primitives. Here I am just writing an example. Whatever the sentences that we have taken in the previous, that is 1. Bangalore is in Karnataka. And one more sentence. 8 is a prime number. I am taking the same examples. So how we create the new prepositions? So these prepositions are called the simple prepositions. Now I am going to convert these to the compound prepositions. Here I am using the first word not. First one, Bangalore is in not a Karnataka. And also 8 is not a prime number. 8 is not a prime number. And I am using the word and. Bangalore is in Karnataka and 8 is a prime number. That is how to connect the two prepositions by these connectives. And also we can use or. Bangalore is in Karnataka or 8 is a prime number. And also third one, if Bangalore is in Karnataka, then 8 is a prime number. And also fourth one, Bangalore is in Karnataka if and only if 8 is a prime number. That is how the connectives will be used to write down these compound prepositions. And here these prepositions are called simple prepositions and these are called the compound prepositions. And whatever the prepositions which are used in constructing the compound prepositions, these are called the primitives or components. And these are called the connectives, simple preposition, compound preposition, and the prepositions which are used to construct the compound prepositions, those are called the primitives. So in this class we have discussed the meaning of the preposition. Preposition means the prepositions, the sentences which can be say that the given statement is either a true or false. So that kind of the state sentences will be called the propositions. And next one, the sentences are like question patterns, and the commanding sentences will not be considered as a propositions. So and also the next one, we represent the truth value of the propositions. Truth value means either a statement is true or false. The truth or falsity of a proposition is called truth value. If the value is true, we indicate it by the symbol 1. If the statement is false, we indicate it by 0. And also the propositions are denoted by the small letters P, Q, R, S. These will be used to indicate the propositions. And the new propositions is constructed by combining the 2 or more propositions by using the phrases not, and, or, if, then, if and only if. So these phrases are called connectives. So the new proposition which is obtained by combining the prepositions, those prepositions are called compound prepositions. If the preposition is not a compound, then it is called simple preposition. So the new preposition which is obtained is called the compound preposition, and the components are those are the prepositions that we have used. Those prepositions are called components or primitives.